Group of members of the European Parliament visited Catalan leaders in prison today and urged for their immediate release. Hello and welcome to Catalan News. Seven politicians and activists in favour of independence have been in prison for months for their role in last year's referendum. Today, 9 months later on from when some of them entered jail for the first time, they were visited in prison by a group of 13 members of the European Parliament. We'll tell you all about this visit and also show you the latest on one of the biggest street art festivals in the world, held here in Catalonia. Members of the European Parliament are used to travelling on missions to see firsthand the democratic or human rights situations in countries all around the world. The case of Catalonia, however, is very controversial, and the European Parliament has not engaged in any official debate or organised any formal mission for it. And because of that, a group of MEPs decided to create an informal group themselves to urge the EU to intervene in Catalonia. And today they visited the jailed leaders.
Today, for the first time, a group of 13 MEPs from several EU member states were able to visit them. The Spanish authorities had denied them authorization to do so for months, despite their efforts to meet with the prisoners. But in July, the 9 officials were transferred to penitentiary centres in Catalonia. This meant that the Catalan administration could authorize the visits. The MEPs are members of the EU Catalonia Dialogue Platform. They want to persuade the European Union to intervene in the political conflict between Catalonia and Spain. Speaking from Lledoners prison, where the male leaders are being held, the group's president urged Spain to drop the charges against them. According to Slovenian MP Ivo Vajgl, the Catalan leaders in jail are only there out of revenge, but he believes it's not too late for Spain to save face.
I think there might be still the time that this absurd, really completely ununderstandable charges for rebellion should be dropped. I think that Spain would save a piece of its honor if that would happen.
On October the 1st last year, millions of Catalans made their way to the ballot boxes. Thousands of Spanish police officers had been deployed in the country to impede the referendum from taking place. More than 1,000 people were injured at the hands of the Spanish police. Some of the MEPs were in Catalonia on the day of the vote. Marina Anderson was one of them.
We were in Barcelona and across Catalonia on that day, and the label of rebellion that is being charged against the MEPs is not only illegal, but the wrong people are in jail. We witnessed the violence by the Spanish state.
The EU Catalonia Dialogue Platform is made up of MEPs from all the European parliamentary groups except the People's Party and the far right. Catalan pro-independence MEPs Ramon Tremosa, Jordi Soler and Josep Maria Terricabras also joined the visit, along with Basque MPs Itzascun Bilbao and Josu Juaristi, the Galician MEPs Ana Miranda and Lydia Senra.
Rapper Valtonyc is in Belgium waiting to see whether he'll be extradited to Spain or not to serve 3.5 years in prison over the lyrics of some of his songs. In an exclusive interview with our news agency ACN, the musician regretted that the Spanish president gave him support while he was the opposition leader, but has done nothing to help him now that he's in office. He also showed no trust in the Spanish justice system.
I han demostrat que la justícia espanyola, l'Audiència Nacional, fa trampes i que quan té un tribunal competent que qüestiona el que fa, se demostra que és una justícia polititzada i no és una justícia justa. Pedro Sánchez, quan no era president, me va donar suport i ara que és president no ho ha tornat a fer, però igualment s'indult està enfocat una persona que està arrepentida i que demana perdó, i jo ni estic arrepentit ni he de demanar perdó perquè per ser d'esquerra no has de demanar perdó.
Moving on, yesterday we told you about the security summit between the Catalan and Spanish governments and some of the agreements reached between them. The two administrations agreed on issues such as sharing counter-terrorism information and also on the need to avoid a conflict on the issue of yellow ribbons, the symbols in solidarity with politicians in prison. And this caused controversy amongst unionist parties such as the People's Party and Ciutadans, who accused the socialist Spanish government of being too soft with pro-independence forces.
Que a mi em sembla bastant decebedor i bastant preocupant que el govern d'Espanya accepti i posi en el mateix nivell amb aquells que es dediquen a ocupar la via pública posant llaços grocs i coaccionant a la resta de gent al costat de les persones que l'únic que fan és defensar-se d'aquesta invasió de la via pública.
Catalonia hosts one of the most important street art fairs in the world, La Fira Tàrrega. It's a must for all artists from the sector and also for the public. Don't miss it. Here's a first taste of what you can expect to see there.
Street theater and outdoor performances are unique in many ways. And one of the best events to see this just started this week. Fira Tàrrega in western Catalonia, running until this Sunday. Named after the town where it's held, it takes this art form to the next level. Shows are held both indoors and out, ranging from narratives, dance, circus, acrobatics, and, of course, theater. The fair kicked off yesterday with an unconventional proposal. Hippo, by local theater company from the town of Lleida, a playful theatrical dance piece which also invites the viewer to reflect on how much of what they see is animal and how much of it is human. This was attended by some of the festival's most devoted fans.
Perquè ens agrada molt la Fira del Teatre, que cada any venim. Som bastant assidus amb aquesta fira.
Today, the fair surprised again, with a literary tour this time. It tells of iconic Catalan author Manuel de Pedrolo behind the sci-fi classic TypeScript of the Second Origin, which takes place in a town called Benaura, which is however widely thought to be a pseudonym for Tàrrega.
De fet, recull fins a 38 fragments de la seva obra, on surt Tàrrega com a referència explícita i també algunes al·lusions implícites.
Of international renown, this year's edition of Fira Tàrrega hosts 100 distinct shows by artists from 8 countries. This amounts to hundreds of performances in scores of venues throughout the city. Most of them, of course, outdoors.
And with this, we finish today's show. We leave with some images of the preparations for the Catalan book fair that kicks off today. Go walk around this weekend and check it out. You'll love it. See you next week.